McDonald's froze the prices of small coffee and McValue meals for one entire year, freezing those prices. And now some local establishments are kind of speaking out now about just how difficult that is to compete with those global chains that have the means to freeze prices. One restaurant that's felt the impact of the changing economy and consumer habits is Bistro On Avenue. And they join us live for more on how they've adapted since the pandemic. So Cindy, Santiago, good to have you both here talking about this. Cindy, you were just telling me that you, in the last couple of years, amalgamated 3 restaurants kind of under one umbrella as you kind of, that whole pandemic term of pivoted. Talk about that, about the decision making and the challenges right now of running restaurants in this current climate.
Well, I think it started with the pandemic. We wanted to broaden the menu a little bit. We've always been famous for the wings, but I thought we'll do like a ghost kitchen of Stern's Deli, so that we offered a whole nother product. Last year, a year and a half ago, we still couldn't fill up the dining room post-pandemic, so I split it in half. Half was going to be the bistro, and the other half we resurrected a 70-year-old iconic restaurant in the neighborhood called the Steak Pit. It is famous for its ribs. Okay. It's not the fall-off-the-bone ribs.
I'll just try them while you're talking.
It's with a Mexican sauce, which isn't spicy. It's like a sweet sauce.
Okay.
So for the first 4 months, we were lined up out the door. People couldn't get a reservation. And then a lot went south for the winter, and I thought they'll all come back, but not in the same. The economy started to go downhill, so we weren't seeing the diners in as often, at which time I just had to make the decision to pivot to takeout and delivery, which was always 75% of our sales. So now our rent is a quarter of what it was, our payroll's half of what it was, and we're finally returning to profitability. So I don't know how the large restaurants are doing it, and I truly wish them the best.
Is that a model, Cindy, that you think more may follow? Just the fact that people maybe don't want to go out but still want to have the food cooked for themselves, so pick it up, get it delivered? Like, is that, clearly it's working for you.
That's what I was very confused about, people saying, I don't want to go to restaurants and spend big money. Our takeout and delivery, 50% is Uber Eats, and it's actually higher price because we have to offset the commission they charge us. The other 50% is online delivery. It's called Get Caliber, and the remainder is people coming in and picking up. And the biggest thing I found was the people coming in now to get pickup will walk through the back door and go, when did you close the dining room? And I said, July, and they said, why? And I said, well, you just answered the question.
You're here picking up.
You haven't been here in 6 months. So we needed to see dine-in customers once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it wasn't happening. So now we want to go with this model and maybe expand. Like my first choice would be, say, Thornhill, and just do some smaller stores. And
I understand you cater as well. That's another side to the business that you're exploring as well.
Well, my right-hand guy here, he's brilliant, Santiago. He is an excellent chef, and he also put together a great catering menu. So if you want to talk just about the wraps.
Sure, tell us about that.
So just to fill up our day a little bit, we started catering to offices. We offer deli sandwiches. We're known for our wings, our ribs. But just something else to fill up the day.
Yeah, exactly.
We found that people returning to offices that are legislated back to the offices, a lot of downtown people. We thought maybe sandwiches for their bank meetings or things like that. So we just started on that, and we're hoping to expand on
And Sydney, that adaptability, I mean, that is something that we keep hearing. Like we talk to Restaurants Canada, something we hear about the restaurants that are expected to close this year, the rising costs, all those pressures here. If you can't be nimble and adapt, it seems like you're not going to survive in this climate.
Well, that's the thing. I watch you every morning because I'm a huge fan.
Thank you. Thanks.
Every time I see news on 7,000 restaurants closed last year, anticipating another 4,000 this year, I take 3 big deep breaths, and that's when I start thinking, how are we going to pivot to a more profitable means, and that's why we did the takeout and delivery.
Well, listen, Cindy, continued success. Great job on the pivot, and appreciate all this food you brought in.